What's good, guys? Your boy, Mister Old Skool Ryder, come back at you one more again. I have a very special guest on our show today. We've been trying to get the sound and the connection right for the longest. I have Irving, author, Miss D. Braxton. What's going on, my lady?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We doing pretty good, man. We've been trying to get this going for the last couple months. We don't have no echo or nothing today.
Mm-mm.
So, Miss Braxton, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going into my third year of college. My major is marine biology and minor entrepreneurship. And I've been wanting to be an author since I was like 11 and a half, even though I love the joy of writing, even if it was not words and letters. So here we are now.
All right, that is what's up right there. Tell us about the type of work that you have. I know you're an urban author, but what type of writing that you actually have? Can you tell us about that?
My writing, I'm more like I keep it real. I put a lot of feelings. It's like you're talking, even though it's not. You wouldn't think it's an actual story. It's like somebody right there beside you. I use a lot of sarcasm because I speak a lot of sarcasm, so I try to put in my language in there, my lingo, but I also try to change it up, keep it different so it won't sound like the same person. I would say it's very unique. It's not like once upon a time. It's like, this is what it is, this is how it is, and this is what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much it's like some real stuff that you have, real life stories, maybe something similar to a real life story, but it's pretty much just real.
Yeah, I love to incorporate a lot of lots of wisdom and lots of just anything that can help someone's life, just a lot of advice, anything that can help someone's life. And I put it in a fictional way, whether that's faith, whatever is in real life situations in a fictional story, basically.
Oh, wow, that's all right there. You say you've been writing since you was 12 years old, correct?
Yes.
Do you still have some of those writings laying around somewhere?
Definitely. I save all of my work. I do not delete none of them, even if I cringe because it's just so horrible. It's like, what was I thinking back in the day? But I keep every last one of them, and one day I'm gonna just bite the bullet and fix it. But one day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you will. I'm telling you. You got two classics on you so far, They pretty much kind of came out of nowhere. The one, I can't pronounce the word, but dang, I mess it up every time I try to say it. But was it Mzari or Mzari?
It's Sazi.
Sazi, there you go.
Yeah.
So tell us what's Zazi coming from? What does it actually mean?
So I was Googling words that means mother because I wanted to find a title that would catch someone's attention. And when I saw the word, it was like, how do you pronounce it? I had to ask Google myself. So it's pronounced Sazi. It means mother in Swahili. And I thought it was a good title to go with the story. It kind of fit in. So yeah, it's a tongue twister. I get asked that a lot. It's like, how do you say this? So yeah.
Oh yeah, the M is silent.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna mess it up again eventually. Zazi. Okay.
Sazi.
Sazi. I think I got it this time. Hopefully I do. But can you tell us a little bit about this particular book that you have, Zazi?
So this book is basically about it's about redemption. It's about a bounty hunter who kills this woman and she leaves the little girl orphaned, and it really hit dear to heart because she was an orphan, so she dedicated to just putting her on the path. And when she gets caught up in a situation, then both of their lives are in danger, and she has to basically be like a motherly figure for this woman and basically right her wrongs and survive.
Oh, wow. So yeah. How long did it take you to write this particular book actually on this one?
Um, I want to say maybe about month and a half, 2 months at the most, maybe three. It didn't take long because I write every single day, like for hours. So I put a lot of time into that.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, also you can find her on Instagram, Facebook at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and support her. We need all the support we need on our side. So tell us about the other book that you also have as well, the Changing Lanes. Actually, what is that one about?
Okay, this book, this is like much better than the first one because I kind of knew what I was doing, kind of didn't. But okay, this one, it's about so these two twins, they are polar opposites. You know how people have toxic mothers, right? So they have a toxic mother who all she really cares about is money, and she uses her twins to get
Hmm.
the money for her, even while she's in prison. So they're like her minions out in the streets. So one is very hot tempered, and one is like very naive and dumb. So they just try to keep their relationship close while their mother and her enemies try to break them apart. And so one twin, she falls in love with the guy and doesn't know if he's friend or foe with them or against them. And then the other twin, she holds a lot of anger towards her mother, and she finds faith, and within her faith it simmers her anger down, and she actually finds love too, even though you don't know if he's friend or foe. But one of them is. Not going to say which one is. So basically, they just suffer a lot of endurance because of their mother's choices and lifestyle and her manipulative ways. Even though she loves them, but money always overtops that. So
Yeah, I know
yeah.
it kind of be like that sometimes when somebody is toxic. They only motivate with certain things. Of course, it
Hmm.
can kind of mess everything up for everybody else in the long run. Of course.
Yep, definitely.
Oh man, yo, that particular book is relatable to a lot of people on that as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites as well. You self published or you with a writing company right now?
I am self-published.
That's good. You get to keep your
Yeah.
money, most of your money.
Right? I thought that was the best way for me, the best option for me at this moment because I'm being a college student, I didn't want to put so much, you know, expectations on me. School always have to come first. Even though I would love to write this, I would like to sign to a publisher, but I know it's not the best time. So plus, I wanted to
Hey,
see can I be a self publisher.
I mean, it's good that you're independent, so you can kind of get your feet wet, so you can kind of, know what type of deal that you want to
Hmm.
take in the near future. I know you're going to write some more stuff. I know you got stuff in the pipeline right now. Like you say yourself, you write every day.
Hmm. Yep, definitely got some new things coming. Hopefully, before this year ends. Hopefully, depending on the money.
It's coming.
Yep, it's coming one way or another.
So you're in your third year of college right now, so you got one more to go there.
I do, and then it's grad school. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you could be in school for a little bit longer, but that's all good. Yeah, go ahead and do it while you're young right now. Don't be an old man like me trying to go back to school.
Never
I'm
too
40.
old.
I'm 41 right now, but I've been stopping and going. To only need like maybe 26 more hours to get my bachelor's, of course, but at least I got an associate and a bunch of certificates and stuff like that. But with that, it's good to go while you're young.
Yeah, but you're never too old to go back to school.
I mean, that's facts on that, but when you got like family and other
Oh yeah,
obligations, it's kind of hard
it is hard,
to
definitely.
get it done.
Hmm.
I mean, time is right now while you're young. There's nothing wrong with doing it while you're old, but when you're young, you don't have
Right.
those extra distractions going on right now. You just got to figure out, have a couple dollars in your pocket, somewhere to stay,
Hmm.
and some food, and that's it, and a car maybe.
Yeah. working on that. Yeah, I totally get it.
I mean, it's gonna be all good, of course, but we're gonna be on here just for a little bit. We got stuff to do, of course, but so how's the writing process? I know you've been writing since you was 12, but how does the writing process starts with you when you're trying to write something? When you're trying to write a book?
So the writing process, I always I have a composition notebook, and I just write to that page just to get me started, and then I copy that on my computer. I like to write on WordPad first because then Microsoft don't have to tell me that, oh, this is an error, that's an error. That's distracting for me. So, and then after that, I put it, when I'm about to edit, I transfer it to Word and, format it and all that other good stuff. But mostly my writing process, I imagine it. It's like a movie in my head, and then I go to the computer and just type it up. And if I have a writer's block, then I force myself to write, or I switch to a different story, or read another one, and then I come back to it, maybe like a week or two, something like that. So, yeah, very unique. And when I start a new story, I like to come up with unique names that you don't ordinarily hear. So I'll be going on baby name websites and stuff to look at different names. So it's like birthing a child or children. So I take it real seriously, and I be as detailed as possible. So yeah.
I was wondering, you actually answered two of my questions about how you go about fighting writer's block. You actually answered that one pretty good. You pretty much going to just put it down for a second, do something else, and just let it marinate and come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have some stuff I've written over the years and stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to actually put something out there for somebody else to see it. But I got like notepads and stuff I've been writing over the years on my crazy adventures and stuff like that. Some of my author people say, "Hey, you need to go ahead and just put it out, just throw it out there."
I throw it out there because if you don't,
I mean, somebody gonna pick it up.
Absolutely.
I mean, you gotta proofread it to a certain extent, but our community, we don't even care about the errors most of the time. I mean, long as the story flows,
Mm-hmm. Very true. I'm guilty.
You don't want to see my stuff right now. I mean, it's got run-on sentences, all kind of stuff going on. Stuff we talk about in school don't do. It's in them journals right now. But other than that, all right, well, we're going to get that corrected.
One day.
We're going to get that corrected. Wow. So, what are you working on right now? I know you can't tell us the name of the title, but what's in the works right now?
Okay, so there's this story that I'm putting my all into it. Like, I'm doing things that I didn't even do before the last two books, because the last two books was lots of trial and error. I learned a lot, so I've learned what not to do, and like I got so much faith in this book, like so much. Basically, the future is female. So when the men of this family dies, then the women steps up. So it's like generations of wealth, and I think that's self-explanatory. Yeah.
All right, don't give us no more. Don't do no more. Stop right there. That's gonna be interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna be a hell of a twist in there. I know those two books that you have, you got some twists up in there. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Besides the name of the characters, you got some. I'm like, man, that's just crazy.
I know, like I'd be surprised in myself. It's like, ooh. Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, some people actually got names like that sometimes, which is crazy. That's one thing we kind of got to stop doing to a certain extent. We naming our kids, not me, but other people naming our kids all type of stuff.
Oh, I met some. Grew up with some.
Whew. It's wrong.
It is wrong. It's like, what was you thinking? I mean, poor child. It's not the child's fault, but they learn to accommodate and come up with a nickname. But To each his own.
Yeah, even some of the people that have some unique names and stuff like that, when they actually change, their mom got like really angry at them. They cut them off.
Hmm.
It's like two
Yeah,
people not even talking to them no more. They dudes.
right. Like if they have a mind of their own, if they want to change their names, then that's totally up to them. But some people be in their feelings and you know either accept it or move on. But
I can understand some of the old school names that got the mother and father, like regular names. But
yeah.
when you put in like V's and O's and G's and some extra stuff now, I'm like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a couple of them off, just a little bit.
Let's pump
That's
the
all you
brakes.
gotta do. I mean,
Absolutely.
Man, I know we live in a certain society and everything. I know some people gonna just judge you, especially when you try to apply for a job or a loan or something like that. Be like, oh, he got to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you just judge by the book of his cover, like you see a name and it's like, and then you actually meet the person and they're like, oh, they're not that bad, but it's like it's just first impression. It always gets you.
I mean, I can understand you might use it as a middle name or something like that, maybe, or you could maybe use it for a first name, but do something else for like a middle name. I mean, they can have an option to either use it or not use it, but
Yeah.
yeah, even some of the people that got the extra names, of course, but some of those they lived up to their name big time.
Oh,
I ain't
definitely.
gonna sit up here in front. I ain't gonna sit up here in front.
Mm-mm.
But it's all to the good, of course. But I mean, we're getting close to we on our halfway point right now, actually. So, what is your favorite author coming up?
My favorite author. That is. Oh, there's so many. Um, let's see. Who can I think of at this moment? I think. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Ashley Antoinette. Ashley and Jaquavis. I read some of their books and I loved it. Wahida Clark, Carl
Hold on.
Weathers,
Before Juanita Hart, what was the last one? What was the last one?
Carl Weber.
No, the other one.
What I say?
Something Quavious. Which one is that one?
Ashley and Jaquavis.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, shout out to them by the way. Okay, they doing their thing right now.
Definitely.
Carl one of the legendary authors and king queen maker out there. That's what's up, Carl Weber.
Right. Can't forget Quan. Cannot forget Quan.
Yeah, that's facts on that. That is facts on that. Yeah, some of my favorites. You may or may not know some of these people. Of course, Ron Wells. He was on the show. That's one of my favorites. You got Alan Raj and Kerry, of course. Mo One. Alice Haley. For the old school folks.
I know Alex Haley.
I mean, of course, you got a few more out there, but one of my favorite ones recently is actually Ace. Ace Gucci. God, I can't pronounce his last name, but he on my page. He gonna be coming on the show here pretty soon as well. But he got some heat right now.
I might gotta check into it then.
Yeah, I think it's a Gucciano or something like that. But yeah, he got some heat right now for you.
Mm,
But
gotta look
for the
into
brothers nowadays, But he in the urban genre, just like everybody else, of course.
it.
But
Yeah,
I mean, everybody got a story to tell, which is you got to put it down on paper. I mean, you got to
definitely.
monetize yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm. For
I
sure.
think the book that you have, Changing Lanes, that should be. I don't know if you're working on this right now, but whenever you get a chance, you need to make that. You need to put that on TV or YouTube or something. I know you put. I know you made some. I know you got some characters on your page and everything. You need to have those people moving around talking out of that book.
I might one day. I might. I think it's been a thought. Just gotta manifest it, think about it a little bit, and it'll be sometime in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I know you. I know you will do it, but they changing lanes. You got something right there. I'm telling you.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Besides Zazie, but changing lanes, you got a title already, and boom.
Right?
Focus
right?
on your schoolwork first and everything else, but kind of mess with it in the twilight hours or whatever if you can.
That's what I do. I try to do both. Write when I can, publish when I can. Mostly in the summers, but I try to balance both as possible.
Oh yeah, that'll work right there. So now we're going to change gears here for a second. Since on this particular channel we do talk about a little bit of everything about books, cars, fitness, and stuff like that. I know you're probably going to get there. What was I'm not? Oh, do you drive? Or have you drove before?
I'm learning right now.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yep. It's a it's a it's a process. It's an experience. Very very loud when somebody yelling in your ears, but
Oh Lord, don't tell me you out there playing bumper cars out there.
no. We're in a parking lot, empty parking lot, and imaginary people. I have lots of imaginary fake accident reports, so I need them to lower down a little bit. I need a.
Why would that teach you how to drive? What the? You going to a school or somebody else just showing you?
Somebody else is just showing me. I'm gonna go into driver's ed in the winter, hopefully. So, yeah. And then when you're short, it's a disadvantage, but we got it together. We gonna get it together. It's one day I would not be a menace to society on the streets, but right now we're in parking lots, empty parking lots.
I got a question of the day. What type of car are you trying to learn how to drive in? I'm just curious.
We're gonna say a 2013 Nissan Altima because
Oh, that's a big old car for you.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. But maybe one day a 2018 Chevrolet Malibu.
Oh, that's bigger than that. Ooh, wait. Oh, yeah, you need a hamster car right now.
I know.
You're a menace out there in these streets.
No, in the empty parking lots.
Knocking over trash cans, water bottles, all type of stuff. You just letting them have it right now.
Gotta learn how to drive straight.
You will.
Yeah.
You say you go to Bowling Green or something like that?
Yep, I go to Bowling Green State University in Ohio.
I don't know why I thought that was in Kentucky for some reason. I don't know why.
Because, everybody thinks that. You're thinking of Western Kentucky University, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So I always got to add in Ohio in the sentence so then people won't get confused. And then they still ask me, in Ohio or Kentucky? But that's okay. So.
Hey, that's all good. Once you actually start driving pretty good, what type of car that you may be looking at in the near future? What you had your eye on a little bit?
2018 Chevrolet Malibu, maybe silver or black. I think they're just a beautiful car. Had my eye on it a few years ago. Did not know I did until I saw it in my memories. I was like, oh, okay, this is a car I want. Yep, I took a 360 on that car from the interior to the exterior. Said this is gonna be my car one day. So one day, that's gonna be mine.
Oh, you're gonna get a good deal on one too. It's coming. Put some tint on there. Just have your little radio, just going.
Right.
And then later on, when that movie come out, we're gonna see you seeing some big old stuff.
Maybe we'll see.
I mean, the Malibu's still going to be there. Of course, you got to have something to tell the story with. We're gonna see you. We're gonna see you in Atlanta, just with your little scarf on. Just, I'm like, oh, she don't know nobody. Okay.
The wind in my hair.
All right, my people in Atlanta area, she gonna come out with this movie or mini series one day. We got plenty of actors out here. Y'all need to hit that DM or something like, hey, let's figure out something. She needs you guys.
Oh yeah, let's finance this.
Hey, go farming or whatever you want to call it. But so, D, this is gonna be the part of the show that you're going to, talk about your social medias and the projects you got coming out. Kind of promote yourself real quick. What you got going?
So social medias, D _ Braxton. but it's underscore D Braxton. I try to post regularly, but then again, I try not to because if you post so much, people it doesn't pay attention. So when I post new stories out to let people know that I write a lot, and hopefully in one of the stories that I write, someone will be interested. I also post funny memes just to keep it comedic, keep it funny.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the projects I'm working on a lot. So the future is female. That one, keep your eye out on that. I post characters. So there's probably a character that somebody will love out there. And I think that's all I got. Was not prepared for this part.
I told you, it's all good. Just it's all good, dude. It's no worries. Hopefully we'll get you back on here. Once we get the new book out, we'll talk about it for a little bit, and you can tell us I got that license now, old school. I flunked the test. Either one. We're gonna talk about it.
Because that's just the book I'm working on. It has so many twists and turns to it. It's like you don't know who to trust. Maybe lots of death. Who knows? But I'm not gonna say no more.
You're gonna pass. The books. The books is online for driver's ed. I think nowadays, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in the day. I'm from Texas, but yeah, back in the day, our driver's book was like this thick, and the book was like yay tall. It was yellow and green and yellow, green and red. Yeah, you had to learn a lot of stuff back then. I never saw none of those signs. I saw some of those signs in Texas, but when I started traveling to Atlanta, actually I moved here. Atlanta got every sign that's in the driver's ed book.
Yeah.
Don't go here. An X right there. I'm like, oh, okay. It's crazy.
Yeah, I did not want to read that.
You got that right. Yeah, you come out here try to drive, you're going to be like, ooh, wait, oh, wow. So, D, what's your final thoughts at this time?
My final thoughts. I'd like to thank everybody who came out to hear me out. Follow my socials. Try to be as active as possible. Keep your eye out on me. It's like we're learning. We're trying to gather readers and hop on this bandwagon. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to hop on the train while it's slowly creeping.
Yes, I'm young, but I am mature. I am professional, and don't knock it till you try it. I mean, third time's the charm, right? So.
Don't be over here talking noise now. You was nervous earlier. Now you talking noise over here. No, it's all to the good, but yeah, stay on the line. Let me end the show real quick. I'm gonna chat with you for a few seconds. Stay right there. But I want to thank everybody for watching our show with author D Braxton, with classes as Mzari and Changing Lanes on Hey Use Your Inside Voice Live with Mister Old Skool Ryder once again with D Braxton. Look at the bottom. That's our social medias, and also go on Goodreads and Amazon. Buy your book or two. We over and out. And stay right there, D.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, D.
All right.
All right, come on.